trying to come on, get this live in while I'm waiting for my laundry. Uh, wait till y'all come in. When I tell y'all I'm hungry, I took a flush this morning. Why did I do that before I ran out? I've been out since earlier this morning, running errands, ripping and running. I'm currently eating bacon and pancakes. That's what I came to eat because I was going to treat myself and my budget, my dining budget. Now, if my daughter says she wants something, I'm cool. But it seems like even when I try to buy myself something, I'm like, I know I want to spend it, but it's a part of the budget. I got to get my mind out of that. It's in the budget. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, the lady at Arby's was very rude, and I just pulled off. I was going to try the gyro. First, I wanted the fish sandwich combo, but with a Jamocha shake, but they didn't have the shake machine is down. Now they're starting to be like McDonald's. Shake machine was down. So I was like, I don't want it then. Because I'm definitely not, I'm not about to spend $6 for just a sandwich. They didn't have that. You know how you get the little, these come in the mail. And so I was like, okay, well this little $5.99 meal is a gyro. You can get the Greek meat or you can get roast beef. I was going to do it with roast beef. I've had gyros, euros, however you say it, in New York, and they were amazing. And everybody don't make them the same, so I was a little afraid because it's a franchise restaurant, getting one from there. So I'm like, ugh. Okay, let me tell y'all my day this morning. This was supposed to be my to-do list, but this is all the stuff that was added to it that I've done already. So I still gotta cut the carrots up. Didn't cut the carrots up. I made a stew the other day, and we are trying to stop using baby carrots because I found a lot of bad stuff about the baby carrots, whatever. So I still got a bag of carrots, and I don't want to waste them, you know. So what I'm gonna do is peel them and chop them up and freeze them. So I got that on my list to do today. Now today is my day off, okay? Today is my day off. What is that? What is a day off? Let me tell you how my day off went. Got up this morning, did my meditation. I have a box, and I told you I have something I want to share with y'all. It's been sitting there. It'll be almost 2 weeks now. I think it came, I was sharing it with my sis. I think it came on the 22nd. It's still sitting there. It hasn't been open. And it is something from my other channel. If you know, I'm a sound healing practitioner. I got new clients for budgeting. I had to order more binders because I have to ship binders out that I have prepared ready for people that I have to ship out. I end up getting Amazon, a manufacturer of these, and they were pretty cool to give me a decent discount, so I can have them when I do. I'm gonna start doing Zooms. If you're interested in my Zooms, so I can walk you through just in a different way, more interactive, just instead of just showing you me loading my envelopes and all that, talking about how I literally use this binder on a consistent basis every day, and how every time I pull this out at the store, somebody's like, girl, I gotta get like you. Oh, you do? Okay, let's talk. You know what I mean? Boom. So anywho, today is crazy. I have 2 tires sitting there, y'all. I bought 4 tires from Walmart. So today was supposed to be delivery, which they weren't the 8th. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna call my new mechanic. I don't think I shared that short with y'all yet. I started with a new mechanic here in this town. Pretty good. The oil changes are a little bit cheaper than where I was going before, driving an hour away. And so I'm gonna stick with them. So they told me when I had my last oil change that I needed some new tires. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, $460 something with the tax, and then they charged them. I don't know if that was free for them to put them on, or if that's the price just for the tire. I can't remember. So I went out Walmart and I found some tires, $71 a piece for all 4 tires. I paid $304 for all 4 tires for my Camry. Brand new all-season tires. You can't beat that. So now I'm trying to find a place that is inexpensive to put them all 4 on. One place time I'll leave your car. I don't have it to leave my car. I can't leave my car. I need to stay there with my car. Even if I gotta sit for an hour, I'll do that. I can't leave my car. And they charge $30 per tire. I think it's kind of high. I don't know. What do you got think? I'm looking for like $19.99 to $25 a tire. So I haven't eaten. That's why I'm rushing to eat. I went to go get lunch from Arby's. I ordered the Euro. The lady's like, shake machine down when I wanted the fish combo. So I'm like, okay, let me get the Euro. I got the little coupon for it. It's $5.80 something. Let's rock with that. Get that. I asked her what's in it. She said she don't know. She acted like I was irritating her. I was like, oh, okay. What is the sauce? Like, what's inside the sauce? I don't want nothing with no horseradish and all that. I don't like that stuff. It's disgusting to me. So she didn't know. Oh, the sauce is already on there. I said, no, that's why I was asking you, because I don't want the sauce on it. I want it on the side, because I might bring it home and put my own sauce, some barbecue, mayo, mustard. I don't know. Never had it before, so I don't know how it tastes. So as I'm talking to her, I was like, yeah, I just wanted, she just shut the window. I looked at her, put my money back in my little dining envelope, and pulled off. I said, I will eat something at home. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I'll eat something at home. I'm not going to buy nothing from no place that has a nasty attitude like that. She literally closed the window while I was talking. I was like, okay. Ain't meant for me to eat that. Because God knows I'm not spending my money where somebody is rude. So today, I had to go to the post office. Windshield wipers coming off, literally. Time for those too. I go to not AutoZone, the other one. Yeah, I went to AutoZone. I get in there. They're talking about $22.99 per wiper. I said, that's the cheapest. I know good well I ain't never paid that much for wipers. I usually go to Walmart and get the Rain-X wipers. So he's like, oh yeah, that's the greatest, the most inexpensive one with the greatest performance, blah blah blah, whatever. I was like, yeah, that's not in my budget, and I don't have a problem saying that. So yes, absolutely not in my budget. In my car maintenance envelope, I have $29 because I did the oil change, but I'll be putting some more money in it next pay period, which is next week. So I'm like, yeah, that's not in my budget. So he was like, oh, you know what? Check out Ollie's. That's where I get mine from. They're only like $5, but you was about to make me pay like $44 for 2 wiper blades. Glad he told me. So I rushed over to Ollie's. I did a little video. I'm gonna have to edit it. Y'all, it's raining, it's windy, and it's cold as heck, like all of those. So imagine me trying to change my wipers with my hands freezing and it's wet and it's pouring on me. My coat is like soaking wet. I'm trying to change the wipers. I can't hardly see. Water all in my face. I said, okay, whatever. I threw the wipers in the back seat. One of them I already took off. I said, okay, when it stops raining, or maybe tomorrow, I'll try it again. But I got to go to work in the morning. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me just pull away from this, because this is really making me feel some type of way. Something told me to check the filter today. I'm telling y'all my life. Like, it's like I feel like I just can't. I haven't been able to just breathe and pause, right? So, look, I got this sitting here. Didn't even do it yet. I got it sitting here because, look it. This is the one I'm about to put in. Look, already. And y'all know that was like a couple weeks ago. Look. So I'm about to change that. So, Walmart tells me the tires are coming between the 7th and the 8th. Then all of a sudden, last night I'm at work. I'm studying. Oh, and I got to tell you about my studying. I'm studying. And I get an email, oh, hooray, your package is coming early. Oh, cool. So then it tells me this morning it's in transit. You'll get it today, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. I'm in here washing clothes, washing my linen, all of that, because my whole goal is to do everything, cook dinner. I cleaned my chicken this morning. I made eggs this morning because I'm going to do deviled eggs, some roasted potatoes, and some barbecue chicken. So my chicken is already in the refrigerator. I literally did 2 loads of clothes plus my linens, and they're both in the machine. That needs to be folded. And I literally get a bing, and I can see on my camera my package was delivered. But look what I got, y'all. Where my other two tires at? Where my other two tires at? Not only did I just, this the box that's just been sitting there for 2 weeks. Where my other two tires? Y'all, I paid for 4 tires. I paid for 4 tires. And I literally seen the FedEx guy pull the 2 tires off, put them on a porch, take a picture, and walk away. I said, my life is just... It's like, why is my day consistent of me being on the phone calling companies or people that don't do their job or don't do it right? I remember I showed y'all my air mattress had popped and I ended up using the burgundy one. Well, let me show you that too. I got a new mattress. It's been, rolling and doing its thing. And I actually took the linen off, so this is what it looks like. That's the one I got. It used to be blue. So the one I had ordered first was one that I like, and I usually like to keep that one because I'm used to the brand. Got excited. My bed kept going down. I said, okay, let me order another bed. I looked for it on Walmart. They said they had it in stock, and they would deliver it Walmart Plus from the store. Okay, all I got to do is ride this out through the night. Tomorrow to be here. Well, tomorrow I got an email stating, oh, it's not going to come. It's not available in the stores. They don't have it. Like, it took y'all all day to see that y'all didn't have something that y'all took my money for off of my Walmart credit card. Really, it took y'all all day to see that? When they said, okay, we could ship it to you for free, I said, no, cancel it. Cancel it. So I canceled it. They sent me an email saying they canceled it. And then I ordered this one, which was actually cheaper. That one was $68 with tax. This one is $55, $56 with tax. Perfect. They can keep that one, right? Y'all. It still came. It's right there. It literally still came. I called them and I told them, I'm like, listen, I'm not about to pick that big old heavy thing up and bring that back. That's y'all fault. It should have canceled, blah, blah, blah. The lady said she understood. So they just refunded my money. And now I have that bed, I guess, in case I need it. So that was what I was on the phone with. I had to call Walmart again because the tires didn't show up. All 4 of them didn't show up. And the lady was like, she see that it's only 2. She said, it's looking like it may be another part to it. I'm like, why would they? The truck was a big, huge FedEx truck. All the 4 tires couldn't fit on the truck. I don't know. Maybe if you work for FedEx or something, you could tell me something. I don't know. My pancake's getting cold. So, did that. Had to go to Best Buy. I got 2 laptops that are older that I don't use. Been having them sitting in the back of my trunk for several months. So I end up going today to Geek Squad, dropping them off, telling them to clean them out, bring them back to factory reset so I can post them and sell them. They're really nice. One is a Lenovo and one is an Acer, but I don't need both of them. So I'm going to sell that. Okay. Then I had a lot of Bath and Body Works that I don't use because I don't use it like that. I had to take that back to Bath and Body Works. So I did that. Now that and them computers were something that's been transitioned into each to-do list and I haven't done it. So I said today I'm getting those done. Now I had to go to the post office because my mailbox was pulled up out of the ground from somebody hitting it. So I did, me and my daughter, and I did a little video so y'all see me installing that. Proud of myself. Concreted and everything. Me and Naya did that. And I think I got that. I ain't mean to schedule it for Sunday, but I'm like, it already premiered showing Sunday, so I'm just going to leave it. So I had to go to the post office and release the hold so that way I can get my mail back to my house. Then I had to go to storage and pay for my storage. Last month they messed up my storage. They literally took my payment. And for 2.5 weeks, it just released last week. They had the payment holding in my account. It was just sitting there. It released, so I had to go back, pay 2 months of storage for the bigger one, and 1 month of storage for the smaller one, and go pick up my last payment for the person who was buying that truck from me. So that was what I did today. Okay? I still got to finish my clothes. I still got to do dinner, and I have to study. Let me tell you about the studying. Now, remember months ago I was studying for this particular exam, and I told y'all it's hard, and I'm trying my best with everything that's going on to focus, but at that time I couldn't because that was the time when the dude with the air conditioner was playing games, and it was a lot going on, and I really couldn't focus mentally. So I end up allowing my class certificate to expire. So you have to go to a class in order for you to go take the state exam. So I had to do that all over again. So this Saturday and Sunday that just passed, I had to be there 7:30 in the morning, and I got out at 6 o'clock in the evening. Saturday and Sunday, 11 hours per day, cram course, and still now I had to tell my job I couldn't work so I can go do that. Okay, did that. You talking about somebody tired? I couldn't wait till it was over. I said, I contacted her. I said, listen, I am about to study like crazy. When I tell you I've been studying like crazy, you have to get 70% on each section. Annuities, investments, life policies. You have to get a 70% on each section. When I tell y'all, I started getting frustrated the other day. I don't know if I was so comfortable. I just kept staying in there between 50 to 60, 50 to 60, 50 to 60. And it was making me feel some type of way because all of the stuff that I know I need to do was still sitting on my brain. And I'm like, when you're doing it by yourself, it's all me. It's all me. It's all me. Now, Naya can do little stuff, but she can't take the test for me. She can't do stuff that I have to do. Like right now, when I get off the phone with y'all, my insurance company told me they sent me some checks. My life insurance, I don't know what's going on. They sent some checks out, and they keep getting returned to them. It's unclaimed money or something. And they keep getting returned. And if I don't respond, I'm just getting a letter. I've never seen this letter. Never knew nothing about nothing. Then the auditor for the insurance, the taxes for all this came today. Like right here, I'm looking at it. Then the auditor, this one is from my insurance. This one is from the auditor. And they're saying that I have to fill out some type of deduction for the next year. I've never seen it like that. So I got to call. When I get stuff like that, I don't like to sit and wait. I like to get it done. And my new bill came in for the sewer, which don't look right. So I got to call them. So that's 3 phone calls that I have to make today on top of everything that I've already done. Make sure I do that filter. And what else? Cut those carrots. And the bed return, I already called and did that. Bath and Body Works, I did that. Geek Squad, I did that. I gotta call my heat and air control Wyze company because it keeps turning the air conditioner on, y'all. And it's cold. It keeps turning the air conditioner on just when it wants to. It just cuts the air conditioner on. So it's some type of setting where I don't know if it's a sensor in certain areas where it make it feel like it needs to be cold when it's, or vice versa. I don't know. And when I look at my phone, if they're sleeping or if I'm working overnight, I'll try to make sure that the heat is on while the girls are sleeping from my phone because that's how I got it set up. Because it's, it's a Wi-Fi, a touchscreen one. But the funky part about it, y'all, is when I'm away, it says I'm home. When I'm home, it says I'm away. You get what I'm saying? So it's so frustrating. And I know the last time I was on the phone with them was around Christmas time when the heat was acting up and the wires were messed up. Remember? I was on the phone with them 3 different times, but never less than an hour per call. So I have been dreading calling them. But that's something I definitely have to do. What else? What else? I did a short on videos like me, what I take daily as far as minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. So I'm doing my shorts a little bit different, showing you stuff, but also just inspiration for what's on my mind, what my mind is going through at that moment, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, so it has been hectic. It's something I wanted to share with y'all, and I cannot remember because I'm trying to remember everything. Oh, I bought some. Ooh, I need water, not no coffee. Lord. This got lemon in it. That'll taste good after I drink that coffee. My acting really funky. It's been doing this for months and I've been ignoring it, but it's feeling like, I don't know if when I was lifting, I think when I had got back lifting, I did something. I did something. It's not like a pain, like, oh, nothing like that, but it's a weird ache, like right up in here. And I think I need my doctor to let me come in and do x-rays. Our glasses are delayed. I need my glasses, especially for when I'm driving. They're delayed. They haven't came yet. Me and Nia both got new glasses coming. So we're waiting for those. And we drive an hour to our doctor. I like her because she's a melanated woman, so I don't mind driving. It ain't like we got to go all the time. And they were supposed to be here last week. They're not. They said hopefully they'll be here next week. But then when they get there, they still got to mail them off to us. Unless I drive an hour to go pick them up. So, yeah. I purchased some reusable Ziploc bags because it is really, y'all know I'm trying my best to buy quality and not have to keep spending money on stuff. And these right here are a, you know what? I'm opening them up right here for y'all. These are ones that I saw had great reviews. I'm talking about over 11,000 and 4.5 stars. And it's 24 pack. And I bought some that somebody purchased and returned. The other ones, oh, it's my dryer. One of them is beeping. These right here were like $23, but they said, remember I told you, always look for if they say new, that means that they have a used or used like new, used very good, used fair condition. You know, it's levels of it. These ones were used like new. And these were only 18 bucks and it's 24 of these. And the reviews show people putting water in them, liquid in them, showing how they don't leak, doing them for snacks, doing them for their meats. My ultimate goal, y'all, my ultimate goal is to get away from meat as much as possible. That's my ultimate goal. It really is. Or only eat it. Right now I'm trying to only eat meat maybe 3 times a week, maybe. And I want it, my ultimate goal is to become vegan again. But right now I'm trying to minimize eating it so much. That bacon though, ooh, that bacon though. So, and it says Amazon warehouse inspected. Wish they would have inspected those scrubs. Y'all remember those scrubs I got with all the cat hair, the black ones? Yeah, remember those? But it says it's inspected. And usually it'll say thank you for giving this item a second chance. But look for new like used. If you don't mind thrifting and bargain shopping and using secondhand stuff, don't spend all your coins if you don't have to. Do not spend all your coins if you don't have to. Do this. I'm tired of buying snack size, sandwich size, gallon size. I'm tired of buying all those bags. The biggest one, this is the biggest one here. And when I put my meats or my produce, I think this is big. Look at my head. I think this is big enough to do my produce. If it's 24, I think it's 8 of each. That's perfect. I wish I would have gotten these. What happened was I took back those humidifiers. Now let me tell you, remember the humidifiers? See, it'd be so much that I don't be writing down. So when I took Rizzy to get her allergy test, and I got it. Y'all, somebody remind me to edit that allergy test video to show you how that process was. She told me to stop allowing Rizzy to use the humidifier. Now let me tell y'all, this is why I said you got to get tested. I want to get an allergy test on myself, and I also feel like anybody who has kids, younger kids, get it. So it was a counteractive situation. Rizzy gets sinuses, so she can't breathe much, right? So because she can't breathe, I got the humidifier to give more moisture to the air because it was dry and bothering her sinuses. Well, having the humidifier allows dust mites to grow bigger, faster, whatever. They grow more, whatever. Dust mites like humid. So she's allergic to dust mites. So even though it didn't bother me, I got rid of mine too. So the money from the humidifiers, I ended up getting this. I purchased me a book, an investment book. And what else did I get? I know I got these. And I think I bought some more binders for my new clients. I bought some binders as well. So if you're interested in being a part of the Zooms that I'm going to be doing probably every week or every other week, talking about budgeting and this here, right here, just email me at the CPR Vibe, thecprvibe@gmail.com. THECPR Vibe, VIBE at gmail.com. So I'm excited to see how good these work. And like I said, I wish I got them earlier because I just packaged all that meat that I talked about on that live. Yeah, so that's that. That's something that's sitting here. Then I got more binders that came in right here. And I went right to the post office. I was supposed to, look, I got 1, 2, 3 more. And these are all in the color black. Put that in the trash. They are so nice, y'all. So if you're interested, look at that gold flex on it. It's like a metallic gold flex on it. It seems like people like these ones more. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Can you do it for me, please? Isn't that really pretty, y'all? So this is the binder, and you get the labels and all that stuff in it. You know, you can put your pen or whatever, and it magnetizes. So these are the binders that I am selling. I want to hopefully one day get my budgeting Empress name on there. But yeah, so that's that. And if you're interested in a binder and being a part of just like staying accountable and trying to get yourself on track, don't have no pride, because pride gonna have you messed up, and you're gonna wish you woulda, coulda, shoulda, because you got pride. Don't have pride. It don't matter how old you are, what you should or think you should have going on. Everybody's life is different. Pride will set you back, and you'll miss out on your blessing having pride. If I need help and I know somebody can help me, I'm definitely going to allow them to, because you never know who God might send to you, especially when you're in a situation, because I have been experiencing that. God send the most random people through the most random things to help you with something that's in your brain or that's overwhelming to you or something you don't know how to get out of. So definitely don't have pride when it comes to that. So anywho, that's that. I'm supposed to be doing a Zoom tonight. My life was so hectic this morning. It was just all over the place. I didn't say what time I was doing the Zoom, but if you are interested, you know what? I think, should I just start? How do I can't see if y'all talking. I did see, ooh, hold on, y'all. I know this computer is not I was gonna say, I had this thing charging. So I've been taking the test. Y'all know I be all over it because I see stuff and then more stuff make me remember that I gotta tell y'all something. So I've been taking the test, y'all, and excited, right? 5 lies the banks tell you. No, that's not what excited at the fact that yesterday it sounded like something was delivered. Usually when I hear big comments, mute me. Y'all, I literally am in the 80 percentile of each portion, and I only need to be in 70. One portion is at 93, 2 portions at 86, one is at 84, one at 83, another at 83, and one is at 80. So the one that's at 80, I want to get that up a little bit more. But what I think I'm going to do is I will be studying tonight, and I'm gonna get that 80 up a little bit and go into each one and kind of refresh my brain, which I just did this last night. So I was on it last night. I was at work just like studying, kept going through it. Like for 2 hours I was studying. And so now she was like, you ready, you can go, you can actually go, and the company is going to pay for the test if you go. And I'm like, I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous. I'm like, wait, I'm gonna go take the big test. So I'm gonna take the 2-hour test today. After I go and get that 80 up, I'm gonna take the 2-hour test today and see where it takes me. If it does, either way, I feel like I'm gonna be over 70% with me having those numbers in each section. I'm gonna schedule my state exam within the next 7 days so I can take it. I am so excited. This is just going to be life-changing. It really is. It really is. Okay, so hold on, y'all. The CPRVE, the Zooms be and I only have them with people who contact me personally, But I was talking to the girl in Georgia who's mutual funds, investments, and all that agent. She's actually a client of mine. I told y'all about that. And we just have a great time. And so I'm like, you know what, God? I'm never going to allow myself to not do something just because. Shoot, you try again until you get it. You never know what is going to be your blessing, how things are going to come out, how things are going to work. Sister, post the email in the chat. I just did. Girl, them freaking bags, man. I'm so glad I got these bags, sis. Why did I put them back in the Amazon thing? Me, when I do use them, I probably won't use them for a little minute because I still got some of those left that I can't take back to the store. So I'm definitely going to I'm gonna do a little short because my freezer, y'all, I packaged the meat, did what I need to put it in bags, but it was just that I need to get out the refrigerator because it sat in there for a couple of days. So my freezer look a hot mess. It's just meat and everything all over the place. So I'm gonna do a little short, but I'm gonna be talking. It's gonna be inspiration of me organizing the refrigerator and kind of organizing organizing the freezer and kind of organizing the refrigerator a little something, because that needs to be done because my brain works better when things are organized. Like this desk, I promise you, I did a little satisfying short of me cleaning this, and it just seems like I'm always here doing something, opening mail, talking to people, Zoom and all that, and it just gets like this. It gets like it look right now. Like, if y'all can only see what I'm looking at, it's just like, oh my God, it's a lot. To me, let me show y'all. This is what I'm looking at, so y'all can. This is the desk. This is how it looks for me. It's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I had to take work today. It was in hard. So that's what I did. About to go transfer the clothes to the dryer. Then once I transfer the clothes to the dryer, fold the ones that came out. You know what? I'm gonna put that basket in and let Rizzy fold them clothes. Because I got these phone calls to make. I wanted to catch up with y'all, let y'all know what's going on. Yeah. I had to reach out to somebody today. It's just a lot. Some people, I was talking to someone that I call my sis, and it's like she been riding with me and seeing some of the things, and she said, sis, if hold on one second, if someone can hear everything that has been happening and going on in your life, and you still smile, you still stay strong, and you keep pushing, they would think that this stuff was made up. They would think that, like, my life is so awkward and so weird, for lack of better words. I don't even know any other way to explain it. And sometimes I try to figure out, how am I still going? Even Naya, she's like, mommy, like, just, it's hard. I'm not a slack person. I'm not a lazy person. So if it's something that needs to be done, I like, why put off today what you could do? You know what I'm saying? Why put off for tomorrow what you could do today? That's just kind of how my brain is. So before I do anything, I'll make sure I do all these phone calls, which I gotta make. But that's just how my brain works. Is anybody else like that? It's like, let's just get it done. So I don't have to just have this stuff sitting on my brain. Like, y'all, I was telling my sister about something. She had to encourage me. And I said, girl, it's like I'm fighting to just get my head above water, and something hit. Like, I'm focused on credit, and I don't mind sharing this with y'all. I'm focused on credit, y'all, and something hit my credit score so big that had nothing. It's not my fault. It's not my issue. It's something I'm fighting behind the scenes that I haven't shared with y'all, and it tanked me. Like, it tanked. I ain't gonna say it tanked me. I know God got me. And that's why when I try to talk to y'all, my brain is going like 65,000 miles an hour, because, like, it's hard to get over someone doing you so grimy. It's hard to get over that, right? And that's why so much the difference between healing and just learning or trying to get over stuff. You can't get over something that is a constant reminder that keeps doing stuff to you while you're trying to push forward. That's not something you can get over. That's why I said it's different. I don't need healing. I need mental, what do you call it? Comfort, in order to learn how to handle these things that are coming at me as I'm trying to move forward. It is a difference. You get what I'm saying? long story short, I was close to 800, okay? My credit score was close to 800, y'all. And I had been talking and fighting about this. And this person, like, I just don't understand how. I know God is just, karma is no joke. But my sisters, it don't matter. They my sisters. Y'all know who y'all are. And I just said, so she said, oh my gosh. She was like, well, I just need you. I need a break for you. I need you to have a break. I need you to get a break. I said, sis, I'm the same way. Like, what is happening right now? Like, my focus is to pay off debt, to do what I need to do to get myself back in order, because that's how I'm used to living, doing what I'm supposed to do, being responsible, you get what I'm saying, stable in my mindset and my finances, and with being a mom and everything that I have to offer as a servant to this world. I am a great person. My heart is pure. And it's just like, I felt like, okay, whew, I can focus on this. I'm going to pay this off. I'm going to do this. I got to do this. I can't cry about spilt milk. It just gives me wisdom to not be there for nobody and help nobody and ever do that again. And then, boom. Just a couple days ago, boom, I just cried. I'm like, what in the world? Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? Like, and it's something I gotta make another phone call about. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to I got proof of something. I gotta send it, and it's just a whole nother process. You get what I'm saying? I'm just like, ah. But I'm fighting to stay positive. I'm sharing this with you because I don't know what you're going through, and I don't know why the heck God wants me to share this, because I don't. That's why when I'm pausing, I'm like, ugh. But I get confirmation that I'm supposed to share certain things, and God, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of crying because I know my heart is good. I'm tired of people thinking that it's okay and then they just move on. Like I'm a whole mom. I'm a whole human that has family that loves me. You get what I'm saying? I could never hurt somebody in a financial way, in a mental way, in a physical way, or anything, and move on with my life and think that it's okay. I could never. You know why I'm crying, sis? I'm not crying because of what happened. I'm crying because of how do a person move forward when it's consistent things that have been. No, it has been. I have to reword the way. It has been consistent things that are stopping me, trying to stop me from moving forward. And it's stuff that I'm at that point, it's nothing I have control over. That's why you hear me say so much. It's like people can be so evil. People can literally not do their job. How does a person, that's like, let me just say this. Losing someone in a death is a healing process, and it's something that you need to emotionally get over so that your emotions aren't so sensitive, right? But if somebody keeps showing you, let's say somebody keeps showing you, let's just say a person's sibling was killed, and they just keep seeing that gunshot to that person's head or whatever. I don't know why I said that. They keep seeing, because y'all know my sibling was killed by gun. My sister, you keep seeing and replaying something, right? How do you get over something when it's not a far removed situation? It's not a situation that you are removing yourself away from in time. And the time in the brain and how you have, played it in your head begins to numb out as time goes, because you no longer have to keep seeing it or keep hearing about it or hearing other people mourning or crying or the news, so the closer that you get to being away from it mentally is how you get over it and how you heal. But how do you do that when something keeps appearing over and over, trying to remind you of something that has happened that you had no control over? It was just a manipulating situation where someone took advantage of you, but you gonna keep paying for it. Meaning, like, not keep paying for it, but you keep being reminding of it over and over and over because of their actions, the consequences that come about Now this is happening. How do you get over such a thing? And it's currently happening when this happened over a year ago, but you're facing the aftermath of it. You are dealing with it. You're trying to deal with it. You only can deal with it on your own at that moment, even though you're reaching out to people who are trying to help you get some things situated, because the person is going to pay, whether it be financial or going back to prison, one of the two. So because of that, it's like, how do you move forward? How do you move forward? How do you move forward? First of all, how do you even live your life doing things to people that can hurt them financially, physically, mentally, and emotionally? How? So when you have been patient, you've done everything you can to give the opportunity to make it right, and it doesn't happen, but you still get the after effects of it, right? You got to do what you got to do. That's what my brain is. And I've never been one to want to see anybody hurt, anybody go to prison, any of that stuff. I've never been that person. I was like, God, you handle it, but God has told me, hey, let me handle this, because the way I'm going to handle it, trust and believe, you're not going to be able to do this again to nobody. You're not. And we're not talking about little. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to do this again to nobody. And you're not going to get away with it. And I know that God is going to do what he's supposed to do. But in the meantime, as a human, I'm still trying to figure it out and maneuver my life around the effects of everything that's happened because of it. You get what I'm saying? And still be strong and still be the mom and everything that I am to everybody around me. I'm still trying to do that. So it's really weird. It's really weird. It's not fair. And life just be lifing in a way that sometimes you have no control of it, or how people treat you sometimes. I mean, you have control over the way you respond and the way you allow certain people in your life, because you have boundaries. But I've learned so much. I've learned so much to the point where I just know that this renewing, this when all is clear and said and done, and things get where I know I'm supposed to be because I've done my work to be a certain place, and then something that someone else do can allow me to seem like I'm having to start over to do the things that I've already put the work into. Like right now, I should be in my 800s doing my thing, preparing to buy another property, or preparing to, this house should be dang near done financially. You get what I'm saying? And preparing to buy another property because my credit is amazing, and I can't. I'm not there. And I'm like, okay, God, but I know a lot of times that's my plan. My plan is not the plan of God's. It's not. And so I'm trying to be positive about it. But I do know that this is a platform and anybody can be watching. And so I'm being transparent. So take it or leave it. It is what it is. If you are going through anything, just realize, like, just keep being you. I know it's so hard. I know you want to just get revenge. You want to do certain stuff. Keep being you, but within limits of, you don't let nobody take advantage of you. You still do what you need to do to make them pay. And because God can't, it's not just going to fall through the sky. You still have to do your footwork to make whoever do whatever they did to come against you, whether it be somebody, just doing something vindictive on your job or anything. Don't let people take advantage of you. Speak your piece respectfully, say how you feel, mean what you say, and say what you mean. And that's just it. Do not let people walk over you. Do not let people walk over you. It's not a good feeling. And be very discerning with the type of people that come into your life. And that's lesson that I've learned. Be very discerning of the type of people, because when you have a great heart, a loving heart, an empathic heart, you will attract people who are in pain. You will attract people who need you, because you are here to serve. But gotta be discerning of how you allow these boundaries to be overstepped, or what the boundaries are. If you don't, then that's where we end up paying for that stuff. Cause y'all see me, cause it's looking like I'm fuzzy on the camera. I don't know what's happening. Am I fuzzy, y'all? So yeah, that's you're speaking nothing but the truth. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, I hope you're a part of the family while you're tuning in. I am. I don't know what's going on because I'm looking in the phone. It's crazy because the phone ain't gonna show me if I'm fuzzy, but on my TV, I mean, on my computer, it's showing that I'm fuzzy. See, it seems like every time I have a good live where I'm talking about something good, it's this foolishness. It's this foolishness. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why it's fuzzy, y'all. I don't know why. It's looking like it clears out, then it comes back fuzzy when I start moving. It seems like it's more fuzzy when I again. I don't know why it's doing that. I hope you guys someday who here with me. How was your day going? Talk to me. Talk to me. Um, I'm gonna try not to move so much. I don't know, but I shouldn't have to not move in order to do a live. Like this internet crap is sucky. Oh, you know what? Let me take it off of. Let me take it off of Wi-Fi. Okay, I took it off of Wi-Fi. It's still fuzzy. Okay. I'm looking at it now. It's not fuzzy. Okay. It's not fuzzy no more. Now I don't see it fuzzy. But I'm trying not to move too much. Is it still fuzzy right now? It doesn't look fuzzy to me. Does it look fuzzy to you guys? Okay. So how you guys doing? Who's still in here? Talk to me. How is your week? What you got planned for this weekend? I gotta work. 8 in the morning, I go to work and I get off at 10 tomorrow. And then 8 in the morning, I go to work and I get off at 8 Sunday. And then I do an overnight from 8 to 8 on Monday, an overnight from 8 to 8 on Tuesday, and then I'm off Wednesday, and then I go back to work from 3 to 9 on Thursday. Like, yeah. Yep. So, this is my only day off. This is my only day off. So, talk to me. Let me swap out this stuff real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Ugh. One second, I'm putting my linen down on my bed real quick. Be right back. Y'all, do y'all know, remember I told y'all my baby girl bought me that bamboo thing for the tub where you could take a bath and put up your little candles and stuff? I still have yet to even use it. It's sitting literally still by the tub. That's how busy it's been. I still have yet to use it. And yeah. I'm just like, today I said, okay, I'm gonna take me a nice relaxing bath, but I took the flush, so I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to take a bath on the day I took a flush. Because I'll be in and out the shower anyway, so I'm just be wasting water. So it's still sitting up against the bathtub, and I want to do a little short of me putting it in the tub, running my water, and just kind of doing a little self-care night by myself. Then I really wanted to, I was thinking to use my no, because that's not really considered vacation. I don't know. I gotta talk with my lady, because I do want to open up some accounts to put the money in, because I don't want to just keep it in here like for vacation. High yield savings accounts that are online. Yeah, I was watching this video about the things that they don't tell you at the banks and stuff, and how they get us for our money, and how we just so skeptical about certain things, when if you think about what this guy was saying, it makes so much sense about having online banks and, you know, teaching you discipline and all that other stuff. Because he was like, oh, I want to be able to talk to somebody. You can talk to somebody. The reason that they're able to give you higher percentage rates on your money when we're getting like 0.1 or 0.01 stupid stuff like that is because they don't have the overhead of having to pay for a lot of buildings and a lot of customer clerks, you know, bank clerks and stuff like that. So they offset that by giving you a higher yield, and I would rather have that. So I've been to see which banks I want. I have multiple banks, but which banks I want to transition my money from and utilize whichever one has the highest yield in my town that I can get access to. But I never like to have bank cards for all of my yes, sis, Ally and Capital One, and I have Capital One, so I need to look into the Capital One. They always send me information about the bank. I need to look into that one because I want to have multiple. So if I can have one where I can use for my vacation and like Christmas and stuff that I'm saving up for something big or whatever. I want to do a CD with Capital One. The rates are pretty good. I like treasury bonds over CDs because my dividends be pretty cool with those, okay? I like treasury bonds. I think I did one for a couple of years ago for like 1,000 and one for, no, I think I did two for 1,000 a piece, and then one for like 400 for my baby. But yeah, I like treasury bonds. And then you also know investing in gold right now is not really a good time because yeah, it's really not, but then some people saying it is because it did go. So, and with gold, you know, that's good because the value will always come back up. So I got to look into that. I contacted my broker guy on that to find out when is a good time to try to get some more gold. But I don't want to really do any of that outside of the savings account, sissy. Sheila, until I pay off this debt, because it's kind of redundant to be trying to invest and not pay off your debt. I need to take the money that I'm accumulating by working these hours. Like, y'all, I'm not playing. I'm trying to get this debt paid off, and it's at like $23,000, and this is just credit cards, okay? And I'm doing this by myself. So I'm working hard for a reason. It's for a purpose. And even when I get the state exam and start doing that other position and having my own business doing that, I still want to keep the job as a way of you know, like a buffer to have something consistently until I build the clientele to pay off this debt. I need to pay off this debt. I need to pay off this debt. The feeling of knowing I'm paying over $800 a month just in credit card debt that I've accumulated in this house, and that then you have the storage, that's another almost $300. If I can eliminate those two, you get what I'm saying? So that's my goal. But I got the debt is first because I can't bring my stuff from storage. I don't have nowhere to put my stuff from storage. I don't. So that's what I'm looking at right now. But the debt is the first thing I want to go. But there's one card, and it's one of my bigger cards that I've gotten down really, really low. It has an $8,000 balance, right? 8,800 and something. That's one of the bigger cards, but the balance, I got it down pretty low. It doesn't charge me interest. What you talking about? You talking about me getting them storage sheds when people don't pay for them? I ain't trying to accumulate no more things. Hopefully by the time I still got many years to go, but by the time I'm 50, I want to be up out of here. I just want to do business and get capital from America. Like seriously, I cannot stand the way they do stuff. Is that what you're talking about, sis? But pay the balance transfer game. So this one particular card, I love it because my interest does not even start until 2024. And that's one of my bigger cards. So I'm excited about that one. You hear me excited. Why did I even say I'm not excited? I like the fact that every time I make a payment is strictly principal. And so that one I'm not rushing to pay. I got time to get that down. But the others and the balances that, y'all, those balances that, this ain't the right book. It's in there. Hold on, y'all. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Real quick. I'll be right back. Let me put this in the kitchen real quick. Yeah, those other ones and those balances, oh my gosh. And I'm just like, if I get any taxes, my whole goal, and I told you that when I get my taxes, I have literally allocated every freaking dime to paying off credit cards, and it's right here. Like, I'm not playing. I ain't trying to be fancy. I ain't trying to get nothing to impress anybody. My thing don't went out on me, y'all. Hold on. I hate, well, you know what, I still hate to see it, but people don't know no better because they don't like to talk about money. They feel because they don't have a lot, it's nothing to talk about. No, budgeting and becoming wealthy is all in the mindset of how much you, it's not how much you make, is what you do with what you make, and people don't get that. And you'll never have money to talk about if you don't talk about it one day and set your pride aside and realize, you know what I mean? Hey, I need help. I need help budgeting. I need help doing this. And I've been a budgeter as long as you knew me. I've been a budgeter. I've been budgeting. Just before my divorce, I had just paid off like $18,000 in credit cards. So I've done this before. This is not nothing. Didn't know it was a thing until I saw someone on YouTube had got one and turned into a tiny house. Hey everybody, yes. And when you pay off your debt, take that money and invest in so you can save for the future and draw interest. Oh, absolutely. People get storage sheds on credit and then don't pay. What's that, sis? No storage sheds that have been repoed and the company is selling the actual storage shed. Really? What's the balance transfer game? Okay, so boom. I don't want to play no games. I just want to give them their money and get them out my hair. That's what I really want to do. So I've been seeing it drop a little bit, guys. So it was 23,411 in January, and now it's 21,6, and now it's 21,18, right? But with them interest rates throwing money back on there, you would think it would drop more than that. So I'm tired of that. Like I remember paying $102 to one of the cards, and I called. I'm like, why is it telling me that what does it say? It said over the limit, right? Now this was one that I did max out, right? But I had paid a couple payments, and I needed to max this one out because of the rewards and all that stuff. I was like, it was a no-brainer, right? For what I needed, because it was a big purchase, something for the house. So I was like, I think that's when I bought all that wood, and I still had like $1,000, and I kept using that along with my rebates, and I was like, okay, whatever, it's for the house, it is what it is, I'll pay it back. So I had got it down a little bit, and then I think I have my online for my testing, that's 25, and then it's something else that I have automatic, Netflix. And so I'm like, wait a minute, it should still be something on there. Girl, it was like, oh, I said transactions, please. So it said the transactions, and it was like a $78 or $81 interest finance fee. I was like, oh my gosh, the bill is $100, and that's why you got to pay it. Like, you'll end up paying so much more letting them sit. And that was one that I maxed out, and I don't do the max out game. I don't play that. You get what I'm saying? But you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So it had got to that point, and I called the transactions, and it made me so nauseous. I said, listen, my goal, I know what it feels like to be debt free. I know that I have no bills until this situation where this person put me in a situation where, long story short, it was close to $20,000 that was taken from me. Okay. So like, so that would have been money that I utilized to do what I needed to do versus slowly using the credit cards and paying it and using it, paying and using it, paying it. And you get what I'm saying? Just craziness. So when I seen that, I said, wow, the interest rate on my credit cards suck. They suck, they suck, they suck. The lowest one I got is 27. Like, when I say they suck, and I don't care. I'm being transparent because I know a lot of y'all have this or even higher. Okay? Or low, a lot may have lower. And so I'm seeing it drop month to month, but not nowhere near what it needs to be. So if I remove the 8855, I still have, what is that? My calculator. So we got 187 equals, minus 8855. So I have a total, because the one that I'm removing is the one that don't have interest, so I don't have to rush to pay that. And it's dropped down a lot, because it was like 2 something a month, and it dropped down. It's like 170 a month, because I'm getting that balance down. So I have a total of $12,332,000 that I am making it my mission to pay. Now, I've saved up some money, right? And then I got taxes coming. Thank God, probably won't be getting them no more after this, but I haven't worked or had like it. This was a major blessing, and thank you to my sis who did my taxes. She's amazing. Thank you. And she about her business. She know about deductions the right way. So that was a blessing for me to even get something back. And so yeah, that's that. And so my goal is to, what's today? March, April, May, June. I don't want 90 days to go by and I not have that $12,000 paid off. That's my goal. If I get back what I'm supposed to be getting back, and then I apply what I need to apply and go hard and keep working hard, all I'll have is the $8,000 one, which is $173. And then that will free up me to take the funds that I freed up from those credit cards to go apply towards that big one and start paying that down. And then, I'll take some of it to my investment. And, I only can put so much in my Roth IRA a year anyway. So some of it to my investments, maybe, and then like a percentage, maybe 10 to 20% of it to my savings and Rizzy's. I got a million things going. Rizzy's Roth IRA, my savings and her savings, just a little bit of it, because that'll free up like, well, if that one, if it's 8 altogether, it'll free up about 4, 5, 6. It'll free up about 500 or 600, but I want to take at least 4 of it and put it back towards paying off the credit cards. But because it's no interest rate, I may or may not. I might add a little bit to it to get the principal down. So I'm gonna figure that out when that time comes. But yeah, I have a method. I have a method with my budgeting. I have a method with everything, and I like to write everything down. And this is March budget or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, you know, people do these, and I said I want mine to be realistic. There's no need for me to keep putting something in here if I know I'm not really using it every month, just to be showing off all this money in each envelope. So my mindset was, if I deplete or empty one and I know I use it more, out of all these, the ones that I really may use more is dining, and beauty might be random because that's when I get the hair for Rizzy. But that, we usually buy enough for a couple hairdos, so that may be few and far between, and I don't be going and buying no beauty stuff like that. I've created a spending one, and I just started that with $10. I've created a, well, Rizzy allowance one. She gets her allowance today, and every day that I give her, every Friday I give her $10, and her big sister gives her $10, but she has to save $250 per week, because I put 20 in her Roth IRA, and then I also want her to put 10 in her Roth IRA. So I'm starting her early, right? But her savings, we put 10, I put 10 myself. So I'm putting 20 in her Roth, 10 in her savings, but she has to put 10 in her Roth monthly. So that's her allowance. So that'll come out this week. And then next week, when I get paid, I'll add 20 more, give her the 10, and then the next one be for the week that I don't get paid. So that's what I do. And then I have a travel one. And this is like, if I travel, if I find something I want or I need something while traveling, I don't know, I just got it. But I'm working with things so they're already there and they're allocated to my budget. But on my Zooms, we go in and we really talk about these, how I borrow from them and not worried about going to my bank account. And then I also have a self-care one. I have an actual spending one. You get what I'm saying? One for spending. And I haven't touched the spending one. I haven't touched the household. These are the different deposits that I've made into it. I haven't touched it. It's a household for like dish detergent and stuff like that. And it's got $40 in it. You get what I'm saying? So in my brain, I'm not trying to do this video just to have a satisfying video, just to be stuffing envelopes. No. This is a security for me to know that if these things do arrive, I have them. So if I deplete them, I think what I'm going to do is I'll look at that month and say, okay, I depleted, and then next month I will be replenishing them. That's kind of how I think I'm going to work that. Now, clothing, I was doing $35 every 2 weeks, right? We don't really buy clothing like that. And me and the girls were talking, and it's going to be a video probably on Naya's, but we really want to travel to other states or cities and go Goodwill shopping, not Goodwill, but secondhand shopping in like little thrift stores that people don't pay attention to find really nice nuggets. I remember when I went to Philly, I don't know if y'all know, I love straw bags. I love little straw bags. I'm gonna put up a little mini short of my last little dinner date or whatever, and my bag. I love this bag. I can wear this bag every day because I'm never going to see anybody with the bag. And I got that one in South Carolina, but when I went to Philly to visit a friend, I got this bag, straw, like wooden bag. I love these vintage bags where you ain't gonna find nobody else with them, and not the ones that everybody buy that you can find on Amazon. I'm talking about real authentic vintage straw bags, or either clutches that you just can't find. So this may accumulate, and then we'll probably do, I was telling we'll do like a challenge where we each try to find 3 outfits for $50 a piece to stay within the budget. I'm trying to become wealthy. I could care less about what you or anybody else think. I want a house I can afford, a car I can afford, a car I can afford to fix at any dealership, and I want the mindset of it's this in the meantime. It's in the meantime. So then we have personal care. Don't even really use that as much, but when Rizzy needed her, we use raw deodorant, so she needed to go to Target to get her deodorant. It's in here. So it's $35 in here. I don't need to keep replenishing this because I know we're not going to be using this every day or every week, It's just there. Now, vacation is getting bigger. That's something I don't feel like I want to keep in here. I think I want to start applying this to my online accounts as a strict savings for that, so that way when it gets to a certain amount, I can say, hey, you know what, we can go on vacation, we and plan something with the girls. And so savings, this is Rizzy's savings, so that's been accumulating. That needs to go in her savings account. Like, these are just different things that I know I need to, and it's just birthday gifts, money for birthday gifts. That can stay in here, because it could be us or somebody dining. We do use dining. We do use the dining. I was going to use it today to the lady at Arby's. Was really rude. Entertainment. That's been accumulating. I don't really mingle with nobody. I don't really do nothing. I'm looking for a concert or something like that I can go to. Boom. It can be here. But I just don't think that I'm going to keep putting money in here just to be doing it. And I know people just do that. They just keep putting money, and then they just keep getting bigger. The envelopes just keep getting bigger. Oh, now this envelope has 200. This have, like, for what? Like, I figured if it's a budget, you're within the budget. Now that budget can make you see, hey, in the last couple months, I really didn't use this. I didn't really use this amount. So maybe I have a spending, I have a self-care, then I also have a miscellaneous. Those three are ones that can kind of probably be maneuvered into one. And I don't have to have every time I get paid, that's $30 because I was putting 10 in each one. I can just maybe split it in half and put 15, and on that envelope it can be spending mental one envelope. You get what I'm saying? So it's ways to change this up and just do it a little bit different. So I definitely am going to continue continue doing Zooms to give more insight on how that works, because definitely it's just no need to keep adding to them for what, because then you have to allocate those funds somewhere, and who wants to be riding around with all this money all the time? I was thinking about that because I counted this the other day and I was like, okay, yeah, I don't want to just be riding around with this. I don't. And then sometimes I may not know if I'm gonna need something. I might keep the dining out, but yeah, whatever. I'm going to continue doing this. I love the fact that, like, I got my wipers today. Went in there, got the money. Didn't have to swipe a card. Didn't have to use the card. Now, I had to use the card for storage today, so I have to put the card back in my safe. But I don't keep cards on me. I don't keep my bank cards on me. I do not utilize my bank cards or anything like that. Use a debit calculator to see which card to pay off first. Nerd Wallet has had one. Is there a credit union in your area? They usually have great rates. Mine is, can you get a, at the low interest, a what? What is the what is that? HELOC? And the credit union said theirs is real low. They're are you talking about a money market account? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about a credit card? I don't want no more credit cards right now. I need my credit score to be amazing, get where it needs to be. By paying off this debt and doing what I need to do. I don't want no home equity loan. No, ma'am. My house is paid for, completely paid for. I don't want to take no loans out, sis. I don't want to do nothing that's going to add extra. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, so you saying get the home equity loan, because somebody did say something to me about this. It's like, why don't you get a home equity loan, that can finish doing the house, and also pay off my debt? And I was like, here come Rizzy. Is that what you're talking about? Something was in your way? Huh? Something in your way? Yeah. What, babe? A package? Yeah. Is big or little? I think that's that Dr. Bronner's Sal soap that I got. Remember I told you I want to start using that instead of using that Dawn dish liquid. They found out Dawn dish liquid got a lot of stuff in it that is not cool. That causes cancer. Love you. Well, you can't do the stuff around the yard today, but get those clothes and start folding them for me, please. And then you can get your money once that room is clean. So credit card. Yeah, I don't want no more credit cards right now. Oh, that's already. I already got that. I talked about that before. I already talked about that. I got a safe with my passports and my stuff and some coinage. What, baby? What you need? What? You got time. What field trip? I paid for it so long ago, I don't even remember it. Where you going? Oh, play? Whoa. Okay. Which one? Huh? Oh, because I didn't go to the store. I had a million other things to do today. It's stuff. Alright? Yeah, I do believe that. I don't play about that. I do believe that. And that don't even exist. It's just there just in case. It's there just in case. But I feel like if I do pay them off, then I still got that. I just rather, I don't know, just something in me. I just rather go hard, work hard since I'm able-bodied and just pay it off. And utilize that home equity loan if I really, really need it. I just don't want to incur more debt. It's like, even if I do get the home equity loan, it pays off that debt, but then I still got to pay. You get what I'm saying? I guess I don't want that feeling. I feel like if I do get a home equity loan, I want it to be for something more than just paying off my debt. So I'm just going to face the consequence of having to pay a little bit of this interest that I incurred because the interest rates suck. Suck. And I've had these cards for so long, you know what I mean? I did right by them. I never really called to get lower rates or nothing like that. I don't like that, but you have the highest of debt to pay off. That is crazy. It is. Yeah, it really is. And that's why I'm working hard, because I just be behind me than to pay it off with something else. And then I'd rather pay it off, go hard, work hard, gotta sacrifice. And if I get a home equity loan, it'd be strictly for doing what it needs to do in this house if I need to, and then just paying that off. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I get a home equity loan, use it to pay off debt, it's gonna take some as much to use towards the house. Double choose. I know. And I mean, interest only is occurring every month. So the longer I let them keep going, then I'm gonna have to keep paying that. But if I go hard and pay them off, I'm willing to pay a little bit of it. I don't mind. I'm willing to pay a little bit of it than to get a loan to pay it off. And then, I mean, I know it sounds good and it's an amazing decision. Do the math. It ain't, I know that I'm going to pay some interest, period. I know I'm going to pay some interest. I understand double digits. I get that. But it's not like I'm paying the totality of the percentage of it in one chunk. It's kind of like they give you a little bit, $70 a month, $60 a month. And it depends on how high the card is that they'll throw, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get this done in a couple months. So if I have to eat up a couple $100s, I don't mind. It ain't like thousands of dollars. If I have to, but that makes me go hard so that way I could pay that debt off. So I got this. I'm gonna do it, sis. I'm gonna do it. I can't see myself getting a loan to pay it off. Even with the loan, it's still gonna be a percentage either way. So even if the loan was like 11%, 7%, I'm still paying something. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, let me go hard. And I've been saving. Yeah, I'm getting it down. Because remember what I said, it's only like 20, let's just say 21 and some change. 21.18. 8,885 is not no interest. You see what I'm saying? So if I get what I'm supposed to get when my taxes come, I can knock out like a good 6,000 of the 12, because it's only 12 after the 8 is gone. You see what I'm saying? So if I can just go hard, work hard for the next couple weeks, next couple months, and do my side things and all the stuff that I'm doing, I feel like within 3 months, no more than 4 months, I can have that debt paid off. That's my goal. Being transparent, and we're gonna see where I'm at by the end of June. What is it? March, April? No. March, April, May. But at the beginning of June, we're gonna see where we at by then. Because I'm not playing. I'm not playing. And I just don't want to take a loan out right now. I just don't. I don't. I'd rather eat a little bit of it. I don't spend much on junk. And most average people waste a little bit money a month, and I don't. So I guess that could be my little teeny bit of waste. I know. But I just don't want to go in there doing all the paperwork to get a loan. And I don't. If I'm going to use that, I definitely want to use it for this house and not paying off credit card debt. So, you thought I had longer what, sis? Have you called on your older cars to get a better interest rate so you can pay it? It will... I can call. Listen, when I tell you I'm so tired of being on the phone, it's just like I haven't. That's something I had in my brain. Like maybe I can call them and get some of these interest rates down. I can call and see. No, I gave myself that time. I can pay it in 6 months. But I don't want to linger because of the interest rates. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, my goal, and like I said, if I get a return that's going strictly on there, I get that return is going strictly on there. So that's going to eat up half of it, hopefully. You get what I'm saying? And then all I have to worry about is the remaining after that half, 6,000. And if I just go hard, yeah, I'm gonna call and see. Yeah, if I just go hard, I can knock that 6,000 out myself, hopefully in 3 months. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And then we're not even talking about that other thing that just hit my account. I was talking to my sister. She was like, "Oh no, you could call them and show them some proof, and hopefully, you should just get that." Anybody know about stuff that's not right, or people trying to throw stuff on your credit, or whatever the case may be? How to fix that or get that removed. And then another thing is, I'm waiting for whatever that is that hit to calculate in the system, because I'm definitely not about to pay off my bills right while that hit, because if that's going to damage my score and make it go down even more, I want the payments of these credit cards to make it come back up. So I want to wait at least a couple weeks, or no more than a month is what I want to wait to let that what just hit generate, because it tanked, right, already, and then this hit it, and I don't know what it's gonna tank. I don't know what's gonna happen this time. Like, I literally don't know what's gonna happen this time. So I'm waiting to see, and I want it, and I said I'm so glad that I wasn't in a rush to do taxes or anything, and I'm still waiting for that to see what's gonna happen with that, so I can utilize, because that was my plan. It says refund breakdown, and what I want to what I literally, look, kid you not, what I want to allocate to certain bills or whatever. So I'm going to let that do whatever it needs to do, and I hope within 30 days it will do whatever, change my score and drop it even more, whatever it's going to do. So then I can wait and then pay these bills, so each one can hit the system, and it show a decent amount, like, and let my credit score go back up. That's what my prayer is, that it'll go back up. And I'm glad I didn't do it and didn't have no refund come in yet, so that way I can have done it and then it tank after. So I'm so thankful for that, even though I hate that this is happening, but I know God will prevail. Things will get better, and long as I'm able-bodied, I'm going to do my part, because I believe, and this faith without works is dead. I believe that God is going to replenish me better than I was before this manipulation situation. I know it is. So I'm going to be where I need to be. It's going to happen. I'm going to do my part. Is high, and that affects your... Exactly. So that's why, sis, I feel like I'm gonna let this thing do what it needs to do. Once it do what it needs to do, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna wait 30 days, because it got to take time to, go in the system and then affect my credit even more. And then once that happens, then I'm gonna pay. I'm sorry, this thing's shaking. And then once that happens, I'll come through and start paying these things down, so that way I don't have to worry about it tanking after I had to pay that. Oh yeah, I already know. So as y'all know, I know this stuff. I know this stuff. I know about credit utilization, the percentage, what is 40%, what is 35%, what is 10%, how it all affects your credit. I know this. That's why it makes me nauseous. That's why it makes me sick, because ain't nothing I can do about it. It is what it is, and that's how it works. And either you pay it or you waste money letting it sit there, and they take more money from you in interest. And that's what makes me so sad about it. That's what makes me so sad about it, because I was just that free and paid off all of those freaking cards over $18,000 like 2 years ago. Call earlier in the morning so you won't have to be on the phone so long on your day off. Yeah, I'm gonna wait next week. I gotta work Monday and Tuesday, but I don't work until the evening, so I don't work till 8 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna wait Monday or Tuesday to make those phone calls to see what they can do for me. And that's all I can see. I rather, and that's, thank you for reminding me of that, because I did have that in one of my notebooks where I said I should call to see if I can get lower interest rates. So yeah, but let me get off of here, because I gotta make these phone calls, and I don't know what time they open. It says, do you trade options? I don't do any trading. I don't do any trading. Any trading at all. Why do you, sis? Sis, text me. Text me. Catch what things? What are you talking about, Brunel? Catch what things? Oh, my thing is still showing me talking to Rizzy. Hold on. Oh, my thing is way behind. Vernell, I think I'm kind of confused when you say catch what things. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me set this bill pay up. Who's still here? Who's still listening? I hope that just sharing my life and what the truth is. The reason why I just hear God keep saying, like, yeah, share. Because watch what I'm getting ready to do. People ain't going to understand. Like, they're not going to understand. And people going to pay. People going to pay. They're going to pay. And it's going to be a surprise hit to their life. It's going to be a surprise hit to their life when they see what's getting ready to happen, when they think they got away with something. Life just about to be, just do a whole 180 on them. Literally. Gave time to do right. Still got time to do right, but the pride won't let them. What? You just gotta pay. You gotta pay. You gotta pay. See, we have a wastewater, and then we have a wastewater, but then we have a water too, like the sewer. Okay, yeah, wastewater. Oh, okay, it's lower than it was. I think I was paying because remember I told y'all I had that big bill with that water because the hose had did some crazy stuff and it popped and it was leaking, and I literally, my bill was like $100 and something, almost $200 for 1 month, because I found out that the freaking thing was broken or popped or whatever. Deliver. Let's do 10. Okay, perfect. All right. So we got, this is $20.34. So my wastewater been a little bit high because of that, and I think this is the last payment where I have a partial of that one that was high. Yeah. Confirm. All right, that's done. These two are just phone calls. All right, that's that. Gonna start. Log out of here. All right, y'all, I'm gonna make my bed, and I think I'm gonna open that box. Y'all, if y'all could see what's in that box, I told God, I prayed, I said I really want this so bad, but I know it's so far out my budget. And God, if I find one within a certain amount, I am going to get it, and that is going to be my give to myself for going so hard, working so hard. Y'all know I love music, I love sound. And let me tell y'all, the reason I got such high scores, I had to sing. I was singing and making music and dancing, and y'all know music helps you retain too. And that allowed me to remember certain things like adhesion and aleatory and conditions, and it allowed me to remember them. And I was like, okay, girl, you got this. And I was like, I was making up stuff. If y'all heard me, I probably like, what the heck is she saying? Like, I was like, take it or leave it. Adhesion. Take it or leave it. Adhesion. Like, just try to just keep it in my brain. And before I know it, my scores just kept going up. I was like, okay, may sound weird, but as long as when I go take that state exam, your girl passes. That's all. That's going to be life-changing for me and my family, okay? I got to get these licenses. So I found myself in the 80s, coming from like 40s, 50s, up into the 80s. I was like, yes, girl, yes, don't give up. You got this. Like having to talk to myself. And I contacted the lady in Georgia, the other lady in Georgia. I was like, listen, I said, this where I'm at. So I was showing her in the beginning, and through the night, I kept going up. She was like, okay, you ready. All you have to do is blah, blah, blah. And then you can sign on to do, to do it. Do the exam, and then when you do the exam simulator, then you can also get your exam paid for by the company, and you could go take it. And I'm like, what? Okay, what? Let me keep taking it. She was like, okay, but you already ready. I said, yeah, I just want to make show for show, because I don't want to take that course again. When I tell you that course will make you want to throw a book at the instructor. He has one of them. Y'all remember the dry eyes commercial? The guy that talked about dry eyes with that monotone voice that stays the same and never goes up, never goes down. That's how the instructor was. And I think I told y'all about that before when I took it in August. The annuities that people get are the annuities that you have to realize. If you have a survivor joint annuity and a person that wants to have their annuities paid out 2/3 of the point of, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't. This 11 hours of this, and then you cannot use the bathroom. You only use it on breaks. I said, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, as a grown person, I'm holding my pee or whatever it is I have to do, because he will not let you leave, and he'll tell you owe him time. I said, this man his wife must don't really give him attention or something, because he is so anal about this position of instructor to the point where he is just overdoing it. Like, if I gotta pee or use the bathroom, you telling me I gotta make up time on my break? Y'all, I am not freaking exaggerating when I'm telling y'all I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. It was so anal. I just kept, Naya went through it with me too. And she's trying to get licensed. So she's doing her thing between working. I've been studying with her. She said, Mommy, this is really hard. I said, I know, but ain't nobody your age trying to do this. I said, I'm telling you, just she was like, Mommy, I am. I keep practicing. And she's doing her thing. I'm so proud of her. At her age, like, my nose is like really itching. At her age, I'm so proud of her. So yeah. So that's that. I can't take that course again. I think I'll pull my hair out. I have to go to another city if I have to take it again. I ain't gonna speak that, because I'm gonna pass this when I go take it. I'm gonna pass this. God sees everything. Isaiah, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Thank you, sis. Melatonin voice and anal. My God, girl, when I tell you, this man was so anal. A guy came in. He had drove 2.5 hours to get here. He got lost. He was 3 minutes over. Do you know he told him, mind you, the session started at 8, but he wanted us there 7:30. Okay? Do you know this man walked in at 8:30 from getting lost, driving 2.5 hours. He had to get a hotel and everything to stay the weekend for the course. Do you know that man told him that he cannot get credit for the first part of the session? So Saturday was 1 day, Sunday was 2 days. Most places do like a 4-day, but we did a cram where it's 11 hours per day. That was the closest one, or you driving far. Listen, y'all, I was mad for him. He was like, I said, you gonna let him do that to you? Now, I'm being honest. Now, this little white girl came, went to lunch, and came back from lunch 23 minutes late. He let her make up that time during the breaks. I said, and I was telling the guy, I said, you gonna let him get away with that? See, I'll report him. You saying it's fine, no worries or whatever. Talking about he met good people. He would like to come back. You know what that means, trying to little flirt. He would definitely like to come back or whatever. And we actually exchanged numbers because I wanted to get a study group thing, but listen, I ain't waiting for nobody. And I talked to him and he was like, yeah, I've been studying, I've been doing pretty good on it or whatever. I was like, keep it in. I said, keep going at it, because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, forget it. Once you let that stuff go away, it's a lot. 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 And he was like, yeah, I'm studying. So he's going to come back here to do that portion again. But he said, hopefully he'll be bringing people with him that he's bringing in that wants to do it as well. So I'm like, okay, but you good. Because I would have went right to one of the vice presidents or something and let them know this is what he's doing. How you let her, and we don't want to hear your voice on our 10-minute breaks. We get 10-minute breaks every hour. But you also get an hour break from 12:30 to 1:30. Well, during 2 of our 10-minute breaks, he's doing the book with the girl that came back late from lunch. Never been here, never been to the class, got lost trying to find it. You literally came in with your Subway and your drink 23 minutes late and interrupted the class. Not trying to be funny. He was a black man and she was a young Caucasian girl, and he let her do it over. Like, I'm sorry, some people say, oh, that doesn't exist. You probably don't think so because you're not black and you don't deal with the things that we deal with sometimes. And I'm not trying to be funny, because I had a conversation with somebody on here before and they was like, really, that happens? Well, you wouldn't know because you're not black. You're not melanated. You don't have family members that are melanated and go through these things and see the things that happen. Even when I worked in the prison system, I seen so many young black men come in there, young boys, they could be 16, 17 years old, who had the same offense of the next counterpart that was Caucasian or other, not even, black. Literally, they would say, this boy's 16, this boy's 16. Neither one of them never got in trouble, and they both got armed robbery or something like that. The black boy might have 15 years, the Caucasian boy might have a 1 to 3 or 2 years. I see it so much. So if you don't know, you don't know, and don't speak on what you don't know. Sorry, that's just what it is. So I was so pissed because I be liking to fight for stuff like that. I'm not the one to keep my mouth closed. I'm not going to shut up. Like, I was like, what? I said, that's not fair. I said, how? When she came from lunch? Are you serious? He's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's not. Like, I don't accept people doing what they think they want to do. Like, it's not fair when people are doing stuff like that. It's not fair. It's not fair. And he was like, yeah, if he, and he said it, he was like, I feel like he is low-key racist, and if that's what he feel like he want to do, gotta get him, he'll pay for it. I know, right? I figured that already. You didn't even have to say it. We always get this. Exactly. I was just like, are you serious? I said, we literally sat in class on a 10-minute break listening to you still talk to her that came late. No children, no family, no husband, no nothing. This is a person that's coming here to do something different, to be a better father to his children. And you want to tell him he has to come back another day when he 2.5 hours and she stays here? And he don't get credit because he's 3 minutes past the grace period time? And he got to make up. And wait, y'all, he sat there the whole time until 6 o'clock. From 8 something in the morning till 6. And he did not get credit for it. I said, why didn't you leave? If you have to come back, I'm like, okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow for the second part and I'll be back for the first. Well, he was feeling your girl a little bit, so he was like, he said to me, he said, are you married? I said, no, but I was. He was like, man, your ambition just pours through your pores. He was like, it's just something about your energy. I love when people tell me that. He's like, it's something about your energy. He was like, you just really, I don't know, I just hear you talking and the things that you say and stuff. I just love it. It just pours, it exudes through your skin. I was like, oh, thank you. I got free lunch that day. Yeah, from him. He was really cool. But so I was like, that's not cool. He was like, yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna just come back and take it. I'm gonna just study like crazy at home and all that. I was like, yeah, you're good. Because he wouldn't get no more of my time. If I'm there all of the time, 3 minutes, but she 23 minutes late coming from lunch, y'all. Leaving the facility, knowing where she's leaving from, all you have to do is return back to it, and you come back late. But you can make it up. But he don't get credit. The first day coming to a new town he never been to, driving 2.5 hours and get lost. Stuff like that makes me, that's why I gotta do what I gotta do to become great and to be in a certain position, because certain things talk more than your mouth, and read between the lines, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that really had me feeling some type of way. It really had me feeling some type of way. All right, let me get off of here because I gotta make my bed and make it smell good with my little spray stuff. Because it makes me feel good when I use that. I need to make these phone calls, these 2 phone calls, to see what I gotta do, and if they whatever check they talk about, I know it ain't nothing huge. Probably some premiums I paid and they want to return them, or I probably overpaid. Did you complain to the management? Sis, I contacted my RVP in Georgia. Then I also my upline, and then I also contacted try to contact that office where he was instructing, but he said it was okay. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna give energy where I don't have to. If he was complaining and he wanted to do something about it, I would have got all the people in there like, no, we seen it. It's unfair. That's not cool. And we would have gathered together. And if we realized that numbers make things happen, but you always got people who's so afraid. When you got more than 2 or 3 people complaining about something, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. So I was just like, you know what? If you good, I'm good. Just know, if you needed me or if you decide you want to complain, I'm here for you. That other lady is here for you. My daughter is here for you. The other, like, it's other people that seen it and was not feeling it. So, and he was like, okay, cool. And that was it. I would have took my camera out on my phone and recorded it and showed it to the head person. I'm like, you girl, I just can't let stuff, I can let stuff go, but I can't let stuff go that is unfair, unjust, and you know it's pure racism. Period. I can't. It wasn't fair, but because he was okay with it, I'm not gonna give the energy where it's not needed. I'm still a little pissed off about it, because I look at the dude like, you just so fake. You sit in our face and laugh and joke. And oh, let me tell you, a couple people came to me, they was like, wow, you asked questions. He even said it. I asked like 2 different questions that he never heard. He said he'd been doing this class for y'all, I kid y'all not. My mindset and the way I think is just so different from the average person. And so the crazy part is, somebody can say something and everybody thinking surface. I always think like 10 levels deeper. And he was like, I've never. He didn't treat me any type of way, but what he did do was always shut me down when I asked the question. Like he was saying, the max contribution to a Roth IRA is, $6,500, blah blah blah, and he was just saying if you overpay, the penalties for you can have penalties for overpaying for your Roth IRA, and difference between traditional. We were talking about that, and I said, okay, so if the max penalty is that, and you have a minor that has a Roth IRA, can't you? Is that included in the 65, or does the minor have their own cap of 65? That's not something we need to talk about at this moment. Sir, we're talking about Roth IRAs. What do you mean? Then he was like, we can talk later after class. He always wanted to talk later after class when me and this lady named Alice that drove here. I think she only drove like 45 minutes. And she texted me because we were texting. I shared Fetch with her and the guy, so they got Fetch or whatever. Y'all just got a Wild Wings gift card, and I got another movie gift card. Like, I'm never paying for the movies, never. And my baby love Wild Wings. We ain't gonna never pay for that as long as I got Fetch. Y'all playing, y'all don't want to use my code. I don't know if it's some type of ill crap. I don't know why people do that. This girl was telling me, the lady with the investment, she was like, why do people do that? You try to share something with them, they'll do it, but they won't even use your code just because. Like, you're not hurting me, I'm just sharing it with you. But since I did and you didn't know about it, why not? You know what I'm saying? We both get a benefit from it. And so I literally was in class, and she texted me. She was like, is it me, or it seemed like every time you and I ask something, they always he always shut us down. Like, she'll ask a question, I'll ask a question, he'd be like, we could talk more about that after class. This is what the class is for. We're becoming agents to sell products. What do you mean we'll talk about it after class? It's like, But soon as somebody else that's not the color of making this up, if you know, you know, ask the question. They can ask the stupidest questions that don't have, and they'll say off topic. They'll literally say off topic, Mr. John, but what if I had a client who had a policy and the person died in an accident, and the accident was not their fault, but they dismembered a leg, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. You like, okay, but we're talking about Roth IRAs now. Why can't you talk to her after class with that? We're not even talking about that. Oh, well, it depends. It could be double or triple indemnity if you have a dismembered body part, but you don't die. And he just going on and explaining. I'm like, okay, so we're just gonna go backtrack on this double indemnity and triple indemnity of a dismembered body part. But when we're talking about Roth IRAs, and I ask you about the cap that you just spoke about, you can't tell me if my child's Roth IRA is included in that cap or if it is its own cap. You can't answer that. And I literally said that. I was talking to myself, just like, not loud. I was like, wow. I said, but when I asked a question about Roth IRAs, which we were talking about, you could answer that. But okay, you just do it to me all the time. So I'm sorry. And he said, so I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that to you. But, you know, some stuff we just can wait for later. And I said, and this is not one of those situations, because we just talked about the double and triple indemnity, like about the first session. Well, yeah, I figure I can answer that question to her real quick. So he answers the question and then go on to tell a story about a situation in the past. And the lady's like, the older lady, the black lady, she's like, is that story that you about to tell, is that a part of what we talking about right now? He's like, nope, you're right. She's like, yeah, let's stay on task. I was cracking up. You gotta put people in their place, because they feel like you ignorant and they just have no boundaries with how they disrespect you. But let me just put you back in order, sir. I don't give a dang if you've been teaching this class for 5,000 years. Treat everybody with the same respect. And she texted me. She was like, oh my gosh, like I really cannot wait to get out of here. She's like, I do not like him, and this is pure racism. This is pure. If you know, you know. Unless you're a melanated person, you won't understand what is happening. You really won't. You won't. And sorry, but when I say it was so obvious, but so subliminal, with a, you know, that passive still smiling and acting as if it was like, if somebody was just watching the class and seeing the interaction without hearing the words, you would think that he was an amazing teacher and he was just interacting with all of us and everything was just cool. But if you heard what was coming out of his mouth, you'd be like, okay, I had it before you mentioned it. It sounds like HR. Yeah, girl, it was crazy. It was crazy. See, the thing is, this is a training facility. So most of these people goes to different offices in different places. Those offices and places are not in, what do you call it? They're not over him. It's just a training facility that's certified to teach the materials needed for us to get the license for other places to work, do what we do in other companies. So yeah, anywho, I'm glad I'm done, and that is why I am going so hard with studying, because I don't want to be back in that class. So your girl has within, okay, it's the 3rd, by the 10th, I will have either have my, between now and the 10th, I'm gonna either know my scheduled date or have already taken the test. It depends on how often they schedule these tests. I don't know yet. I can't find out until after I go green with the 2-hour one. So I'll keep y'all updated on that, because once I get them, I am treating myself. And the treat that I really wanted was to get a hotel room for maybe 2 nights, take that thing in that box and all my other stuff, and just do like a 24-hour cleanse, water cleanse, and don't eat, and just kind of like just be in a zone to just get my mental where it needs to be, and just have a nice, peaceful, serene, cleansing 24 hours just to myself. Maybe 48 hours, probably 48 hours. That will probably be my gift to myself because I need it, y'all. I need it so bad. And this has been something sitting on the side of my brain like, Jordan, you gotta take that test. You gotta study. You gotta study. You gotta study. The booklet, the study booklet is this thick, just so y'all know. 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 When I tell y'all, it's like, it's not just like, you know how you have multiple choice and they ask you a sentence or something. It's like, if John dies and had or didn't have a beneficiary, and his wife died 5 days after him in an actual car accident, but it was found to be that the wife died actually before him, because like just craziness, and he wants to have survivor joint annuity that lasts till the pure life or to death. Like just it's like, I'm just throwing stuff out there, none of it makes sense probably, but it's that, like that. Both dead and no beneficiary was named, would it go? Where would the money go to? Would it go to a contingent? Will it go to the estate? Will it, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is not just no stuff. Like, I'm literally trying to be a mom, keep everything in order, work, and also study for something that is heavy stuff that will help change the lives of people, because we do not have, financially, we are not self-insured people. We don't have money to self-insure ourselves. And how are we leaving something to our family? How are we leaving something to our grandkids? How are we leaving stuff? A lot of us don't have nothing to leave. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us barely can even bury ourselves. I told my kids, and y'all heard me say this, cremate me please, thank you. Don't waste no money on nothing for nobody. Just like I never was into a real big wedding. I mean, unless I be, unless when I come real wealthy, it won't be a thing for me. You get what I'm saying? But I don't want to take away from my life for one day to impress people that probably, I don't really deal with like that anyways. And that's why I don't want no big wedding. Unless I just get to a point where I get a lot of people who love me and I've inspired them and served them in a way where they want to share that day type of thing. I don't know what God has in store. But I've never been the big wedding person. I don't want the big funeral. I don't want none of that big stuff that is a one-day thing that tax the pockets just so somebody be like, oh, did you see her this? I want to be a millionaire, and it would be nothing to me to do such a thing, and it doesn't, tax my pockets. That's different. You got average people trying to taxing their pockets just to impress people for their 30th, 40th birthday, 50th birthday, wedding, baby shower, reveal, this, and you're broke. Still paying, got car payments, never owned anything in your life, not a car, not a house, trying to impress people, getting teeth, getting bodies done, getting stuff done, and you have nothing to offer or nothing to leave behind for your children because you don't know how to delay gratification, or you don't know how to sacrifice right now to have better later, because I know life gets better later. Life is so much more appreciative when you're so much more appreciative of life and waking up every day and enjoying life, the more wisdom and experiences you have. So later on, when I'm in my 50s and 60s, I can appreciate everything that I've been through, and I have that gratification that I had delayed right now in the time that everybody is so concerned about impressing people. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I could care less what you feel about me. And yes, if I wear the same blue scrubs, and we do not even have to wear scrubs at work. Yes, I wear scrubs every day, all day. I could care less how you feel. I could care less how you feel. I'm on a mission. I am on a mission. And I believe that God is going to take me out of this. I know he's going to take me out of this. I know he's going to do it. But like I said, faith without works is dead. So I am grinding right now. I am sacrificing right now. I am in a mode of being okay with getting delayed gratification. I am in that zone. And could care less, because the feeling of laying down every night without no debt and not owing nobody nothing for your house, for your car, for nothing. You own it. Is the best feeling in the world versus owing somebody, or somebody having the right to be able to control your life, your finances, whatever, because you owe them. I'm so focused right now. Man. Yes, and thank you so much, Sheila. Yes, and I will role play one day. I will go up in the class in a wheelchair, share the out of You, I cannot with you. I cannot with you. I cannot. If you are interested in the Zoom classes that I'm going to be doing, I don't want to even say classes, the Zoom meetings that I'm going to be doing, talking more in depth about what I'm doing behind the scenes and budgeting and stuff. It's multiple people, so it's women. I haven't had any men yet. It's a lot of men. Well, maybe that might be coming. A lot of men will be in the class too. No one controlling you. That is freedom right there. Nothing over your head, girl. Yes, Vernell. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Baby girl, could you see if that stuff in the dryer, is it something in the dryer or am I going crazy? Huh? Okay. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what's happening. That's what it is. And yes, that freedom is that freedom makes me feel good working every day, doing everything I'm doing, knowing that that's what I'm working towards. I'm warm. I have a roof over my head. I have water. I have gas to cook for my family. I can take a bath. I have food to eat. I'm able-bodied. I still have friends and family I can talk to love on me. I love on them. I have all my basic necessities, and that's what matters. That's what matters. All that other stuff is just superficial stuff. If I can just have my basic necessities, I will live with these things, because I know it's just an in the meantime thing. Because when God does what he does, he don't play about me. I don't care what nobody say. He don't play about me. That's why I cry, because sometimes when I think about when God does what he does to get the revenge for you and fight your battles, you be like, Lord, I wouldn't have thought to do that to them. I wouldn't even done that to them. God don't play. Especially, like I said, when your heart is good, keep being who you are. Whoever you are that's listening to this and somebody has taken advantage of you or done anything to you similar to me, meaning like it's something that continues to be a reminder in some way, shape, or form, just keep being who you are. Keep being who you are. I can only encourage you as I go through. Keep being who you are. Don't let that change you at all. I'm sorry, I hope y'all ain't get to see her. Don't let that change you at all, because God will vindicate you. God will make it right. He will make it right. And I believe that, even though I go through the pain, even though I feel what I feel, even though I have to go through this journey, I believe that. I totally believe that. All right, guys. So for the 55,000 this time, let me get off of here. I gotta make these calls. These companies probably gonna close in a few minutes. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Please share the channel, and like I said, the CPR vibe, it's in the comments somewhere. Hit me if you want to be a part of the Zoom conversation and we talk about budgeting and all the things that I'm doing behind the scenes. God said, vengeance is mine. He is gonna get the ones who hurt you. Yes, ma'am. See, I hate saying bye, Sheila. I don't like that word. That word does something to me. Later, Gator. Later, Gator. And you know better, Sheila. That word does something to me. I can't stand it. I think that's because when my sister, I don't know if I, just real quick, when my sister called me before she was killed, that was what she said. And I don't know why it made me feel some type of way. And just shortly after, I found out somebody had killed her. Like, and it just does something to me when somebody says bye. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Have a great evening. Love you guys. Later, Gators. So I try not to say bye.